So, before we go into the drills and the playing of the actual sport, we're gonna go over how soccer came about and what it actually is. So, soccer in the US and Canada and most of North America is known as soccer. Now, in Europe and the rest of the world, it's known as football. And how it works is there's 11 players on each side. There's two goalposts, one on this side and one on the other side. And the main object of the game is for one team to take the ball and put it into the other net without using their hands or scoring on their own goal. Now, players are allowed to kick, knee, chest, head, use any part of their body except their hands to score the goal. The goalkeeper can pick it up. He's the only player who's allowed. Everyone else can only use their feet and the rest of the body parts I just mentioned. Now, some of the other rules, there's offside. Offside is one of the more confusing rules of soccer. How it works is the last defender in front of the goalkeeper is the last line of defense before the opposing team's attackers go beyond it to score the goal. Now, the offside rule is when the last defenseman has a player in front of them and the opposing attacker right beside the defenseman cannot pass the defenseman until the ball is played past the defender. How the foul system works is if you do one pretty aggressive foul, but the ref is being kind of lenient, he will blow the whistle. He won't give you a card. But if you do it again, do it a couple more times, he might give you a yellow card. Now, how the yellow card system works, there's yellow and then a red. Now, if you do two fouls that are very, very aggressive, you could get 2 yellow cards. 2 yellow cards equal 1 red card, which means you're getting sent off. If you do a very, very aggressive tackle, the player that slid and attacked the attacker would get a red card automatically and be sent off. So that team would be down 1 player. How free kick works is when someone's fouled, if they're outside the box, a free kick is given. So a free kick is a free chance to score a goal or to pass it in. One example of a free kick. Now, how the penalty system works is the ball is placed an approximate amount of feet away from the goal line, and the player is allowed 1 free shot at the goal to score, and the goalkeeper has to stay on the line, on the goal line, until the ball is hit in his direction. So that's the basis of how soccer works. So what Sophia and I are going to do now is we're going to have drills set up to practice skills which you need in the game of soccer, including passing, shooting, and just overall agility and balance to keep the game going and to maximize your potential to win.
So before we start training, we're going to start with a really good warm-up.
Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start doing drills with the ball. So what you're going to do, you're going to use your right foot only. You can dribble throughout the pylons, try to stay as close to the pylon line as you can. So how you're going to do that, you're going to use the outside, go outside, and use the inside of your foot to go inside. So I'll demonstrate. And then when you go back, you can use your left foot. Just like that.
So for this drill, we're going to use both feet. We're going to use the inside of our foot to cut and dribble as close to the cones as possible. This drill combines our inside and outside of the foot touches. So we're going to start off with a touch the outside and then cutting in with the inside of our foot across the body. Touch the outside, cutting in across the body with the inside of our foot. It's going to look something like this.
So when we're passing, we want to use the inside of our foot right here, and you want to pass it as best as you can to the person that's on the other side.
So if you don't have a partner, you can always pass against the wall. So here we're just touching the ball against our foot, taking it across our body, and passing with the opposite foot. The second progression you can do is passing against the wall, then touching with the outside of our foot, and passing with the same foot. Making sure to do both our left foot and our right foot, so we're getting touches on both. The third progression you can do is touching the ball and pulling it across your body with the bottom or the sole of your foot, and then passing against the wall, working on power and accuracy.
All right, so we're gonna move on to volleys now. There are 3 different sub volleys. There's the normal volley when the ball is completely in the air when you kick it. There's the half volley when the ball bounces on the floor while you kick it. And then there's the renowned bicycle kick or the overhead volley.
In this drill, we're going to combine all the skills that we learned. First, start by dribbling around the cone, being as creative as possible, then passing it off, giving a quick 1-2, and finishing on goal. So now that we've learned tons of skills, we can put them into use and work on some 2v1s, focusing on attacking, dribbling, passing, and shooting. After going over and mastering all the skills and techniques that go into playing soccer, you can now go into a game knowing that you have the potential to be the best player on the field.